guys. Wow, 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 wow. What a season for my club, Liverpool. Yes, guys, Luca is replacing Steve LFC for this big, massive Van Cam. Luca, what do you have to say about the game, bro?
I think for me, right, Liverpool fully deserved to win that game. I thought it was a fantastic performance for Liverpool. Man City, for me, the champions looked completely lost, and it was a massive statement today. You are now officially 11 points clear of the champions. Like, who had actually thought of that at the start of the season? I backed Man City to win the league. I never expected Liverpool to be in this position with Arnold slot. I never expected Liverpool to be as good as they were, and you know what this season actually kind of reminds me of, because before I do say Jordan, I thought Liverpool were going to battle for top four and win a cup, which actually would have been a good season for Arnold Slot. Ben challenged for the league title, but if
Yeah,
that was the aim for Liverpool, where Liverpool didn't actually go and spend no money in the transfer window, they bought an injury-prone player, Federico Chiesa, who had a very good Euro 2020 Euros 3 years ago, and Liverpool have done so well this season, and Arnold Slot has managed to transform this team. With everybody was doubting, who is this Arnold Slot? Is he good enough? Can he replace Jurgen Klopp? But you keep winning and winning and winning and doing your job, even if you're not doing very well. And you're 9 points clear of Arsenal. You're going to win the league this season, my friend. I think it's your year. For me, as an Arsenal fan, I think the title race is over. I did a match reaction today against West Ham on my channel as a pre-record, and I literally said, "Look, if you're an Arsenal fan, you want this game to be a draw, because if Liverpool and Man City draw, it betters the favour for Arsenal. It better favours. It's ideal better for us. It's in our favour. But now you
yeah,
guys have gone and beaten the champions. Man City look like they're in a complete mess. Pep Guardiola is scratching his head like he's pretty much like wants to go ballistic or something like that and go crazy. And you guys fully deserve to win this. And you've got Newcastle away and you've got Everton away. Yeah, they're tough games. But if you're a Liverpool fan, you shouldn't be fearing anyone. Like, people were
true.
questioning about, oh yeah, Canate's out injured. Joe Gomez today, big up to him. Look, I don't rate Joe Gomez, but however, he played very well today. He stepped up in Canate's absence. And
Mm-hmm.
it's really good for you lot. And look, we want to challenge for the league title this season. And look, for me as an Arsenal fan, we're 9 points behind Liverpool. And I said in my reaction against West Ham today, I said that we just need to worry about ourselves. Even if Liverpool do beat Man City today, which you did, and got a clean sheet,
Yeah.
we just need to keep doing our thing, because we've got Man United at home on Wednesday. I'm confident going into that game after yesterday's fantastic performance by Arsenal. But
Mm-hmm.
we just need to keep doing what you're doing. And look, for me, I think the league title's over. I really do. Um, Man City were poor today. Haaland was non-existent. And the problem with Man City is that it's pretty much aging their squad. They're having a similar season. I'll start off with Liverpool. Liverpool's season kind of reminds me when they won the league in COVID, in lockdown, where I think they only
Yeah.
lost one game, and that was against Watford. No, two games. They lost
Mm-hmm.
to Arsenal, but Liverpool already
Yeah.
won the league by then because they were on the beach. And I remember Lacazette and Nelson scored. We won that game 2-1 in lockdown when
Mm-hmm.
Van Dijk made a mistake. But City season kind of reminds me, if you remember when Pep first came in, when Pellegrini left and Mancini
Yes.
left, City finished top four in Pep's first season. City were
Yeah.
building the squad. They spent a lot of money on defenders. Man City, of course, won the league 4 years on the row. They did the incredible treble, like probably better than Man United in 1999. And regardless to that, they're just like in a transition season. Like, people calling out, "Oh, Pep's finished, Pep finished." I don't think Pep Guardiola. Jordan, do you think Pep's finished? I don't think so.
Well, Pep is a great manager, as I said. So I think he well, anything can possibly happen, Lucas. So yeah, let's see what could happen next.
Look, for me, look,
So
I don't think Pep's not finished. I just think he's just having a transition season. He might have lost the dressing room a little bit. Man City players are not playing through him. Man City, if they look, there's no way Liverpool are bottling an 11-point lead. Like people, I remember when I think it was like 2019 or something like that, or 2018 before Liverpool won the league in COVID. I think you guys were like 10 points clear, and you dropped like 3 games, and Man City won the league on the final day by a point. Like, can you really see Man City going on this 10-15 game unbeaten run, hoping Liverpool can drop at least 2 games and drop one defeat, or even 2 draws or something, or one defeat? I can't see it. The
well,
way you guys are playing at the moment, I think Cody Gakpo was your man in the match today. I thought he was quality today. He's continued scoring week after week. The odd game he might not score, but he is scoring and scoring and scoring. Like, and Troy Deeney coming out saying Mohamed Salah's not world class. He is world class. What anyone actually says, right? I know Salah might leave Liverpool at the end of the season, or he might sign that contract. FSG might come out and say they'll give him what, 300 grand a week, 350 grand a week to give Salah and give him what he wants. He's waiting for a Premier League title this season, and I think you guys are going to win the league this season. I think January, you don't even need to spend money in January. I really don't, because if you win the league this season, we're spending no money buying Federico Chiesa for 12, 13 million. Arnold Slot, what phrase is Mikel Arteta in? Because Arnold Slot, for me, right, is beating Mikel Arteta. I'm not Mikel Arteta's biggest fan.
yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Mhm.
But for me as an Arsenal fan, I'd be really, really worried, because people are still saying, and look, I've watched multiple channels and that, and the trouble is, people are saying Arsenal are not out the title race. I think the league title was already done when we drew to you boys. Me and Molina were at the game when we drew to Liverpool, and I just think results have cost us this season. Because yes, do I think Arsenal are back? Look, the last 3 games have shown that we look like a team that we are back from last season, but I'm not getting ahead of myself. I would judge Arsenal in the next 4 or 5 games, and if we continue winning in the next 5 games, then I can say Arsenal are back to the team what we were last season. Even if you boys are keep winning, you might have the odd defeat, and if we are within 5 to 9 points, we're trying to be in touching distance. 9 points is a bigger gap. I get where people are saying we're in 13 games, we've got 25 games or something like that left until into the season finishes. Still a long way to
Yeah.
go, but
Mhm.
I think we're at the title race. I really do, because I don't know. What do you think, Jordan?
Yes. As I said, man. I want to win the league. I want to win the league. I really want to do. I want to. I really, really want to beat City. And seeing their downfall, happy. You can. I want it to continue.
For me, as an Arsenal fan, I don't want neither to win. I want us to win the league title. I want this manager to prove to me that he can win something big, but he isn't at the moment. He's not proving anything at the moment. We may win an FA Cup and the League Cup, but that's not enough this season for this club to be challenging for a league title. That's been challenging for the league for the past 2 consecutive seasons. Yeah, we've made a lot of progress, but it's about time we go and deliver in January. Like, if Liverpool, of course, do have Newcastle and Everton next 2 games, and say if you do drop points in one of those 2 games, you can actually afford to drop points in one game. Even if Man City go and win, okay, yeah, it's not good for Liverpool to lose, because Man City have got Nottingham Forest on, I think, Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I don't know, Wednesday night or something like that. I don't know when it is. But I expect Man City to win that, right? You guys have got to go to Newcastle, tough game. Isak's injured, I think. So it's an opportunity for you boys to go and beat Newcastle, because the way you boys are playing at the moment, Newcastle are just a bit inconsistent. They had a nice few good runnable games until they lost to West Ham and that, but I think you'll beat Newcastle. I really do. And I think Everton are bad. It's a Merseyside derby, tough place to go to. Everton are about 15th, 16th in the league. They want to keep getting some wins, because they are very poor at the moment and they haven't won a little while. So I think your toughest game out of those two has to be, I know it's very. Probably I have to say the Everton game because Newcastle, if Isak's not available for that game, I got to say Everton's the toughest game because it's a Merseyside derby. Derby can go out the window. Derby games can form can go out the window. But the way you boys
Yeah,
are playing at the moment, scoring goals, you've gone and beaten the 15-time or whatever 16, 15-time champions Real Madrid. You've gone and beat Man City, who won the league title, where Arsenal and Man City were challenge against each other for the last two consecutive seasons. And yeah, we didn't get it over the line, but we took Man City to the final day, and I was
true.
at the final game with me, Mel, and Charlie, and we witnessed seeing Man City winning the league, not us. But what we need to do for ourselves is we need to go and get a big name in January. We need to sign at least two players in January. We need a world class striker. Go and get me an Isak. Go and get like none of these big names are not going to leave in January, but go and get someone who's actually going to do a job this season to put pressure on Liverpool. We need to keep winning and winning. We've got runnable games coming up now. Where I look at it, we've got the likes of Man United at home coming up. Tough game, but with the Emirates, I'm confident going into that game. United haven't beaten us at the Emirates in the Premier League for like 7 years. So and 5 years since the FA Cup, right? Fulham away,
Yeah,
tough place to go to. I expect us to win that, right? We're a much better side than Fulham. Fulham are not having a good season compared to what they did last season, right? We've got runnable
mm,
games. Palace in the League Cup, with Brentford coming up, Brighton away. We've got games coming up from now until this month. We've got a nice little December healthy, but it's about the consistent. Every game's going to be 3 days every single week now, with especially Carabao Cup coming in. FA Cup's going to start next month. Draw of the FA Cup is tomorrow now. So we have to
mm.
worry about doing our thing, Jordan.
Facts 100%. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I know I'm confident in the boys. And at home, I know, man, we could always beat this team.
100%.
So, yeah, City and Liverpool, my club, we have rivalry together. But honestly, like coming to Liverpool, it's different. It's a different Liverpool I'm seeing. I'm happy. Never seen the formation, and we just keep on winning. One defeat at home, Forest. And we're just rowing right in the Premier League and in the Champions League. So we look like it's all we're tapping the Champions League, we're tapping the Premier League. Who's gonna stop us? Who's gonna catch us? And City cannot catch us. And indeed, man. So yeah, losing Ebo, no problem. It's gonna get the job done. I'm happy for the
Yes.
team. Proud. It made me happy, and I'm very, very happy. We're going to challenge. We know it's now December. We're going into Christmas. But we will decide the title who will win the league when March come going into May. So yeah,
But yeah,
happy.
but one thing I will say before you wrap the stream up, right? When you say that Liverpool are a 11 point cushion, it's Liverpool's to lose. 2 years ago, Arsenal were challenging for the league title last season, and also the previous season. We went into match day 31, despite Man City or had a game in hand, and that was against I think it was against us or something like. Or we played a game ahead of them. But even last season, we had a better season because we lost one game throughout the whole 2024 of the second half of the season, and that was Aston Villa at home. And over the years, Arsenal have had bad Christmas periods, but this year's Christmas fixtures on paper, the way we're playing it, I wouldn't say we're doing great, but we're kind of like slowly getting on a little bit of good form. We've won 3 games on the bounce and three get football matches where Arsenal should be expecting to win. But to be very impressive, I know a lot of people are looking at it like, okay, we scored five against Sporting Lisbon. A lot of people were saying we were going to draw that game or lose that game. I went for 2-1 Arsenal in that game. West Ham, I went for 2-1 Arsenal in that game. And regardless to that, we scored 13 goals in 3 games. And it's about, look, I don't want to be too negative and all that stuff. I don't want to jump into ahead of myself thinking, okay, we're back. But let's see where we are in the next 4 or 5 games. I'm confident going into Man United. I do expect Arsenal to beat Man United. I know Man United struggled against Ipswich. I know Man United beat Everton 4-0 at Old Trafford. I expect United to get that victory. The new manager bounce, gets his first home win, first home game in charge. But I'm confident going into that game on Wednesday. I really am. The way Arsenal have scored 4 or 5 goals at half time against West Ham, no Arsenal fan cannot say that they're not confident going into that game. Arsenal fans should be saying, we are beating Man United and we're at the Emirates. And I'm confident going into that game. And let's make it 4 wins out of 4. And let's hope Newcastle can do something against Liverpool. Because if Newcastle did beat Liverpool, we kind of, I'm not saying we are, but we could kind of like get back in the title race. Because that means we'll be 6 points off, which we are doing our own thing. 6 points is a much better, healthy position than 9 points. But
Yeah,
let's see what happens, Jordan, man. Man United!
yeah. So yes,
Jordan.
guys, that's it, guys. Yes, look, let them know where to find it, bro. Let them know where to
Yeah,
find it.
just subscribe to my channel, guys. Luca Talks Ball. I mean, I've not been doing any live shows for quite a while now. If anyone's noticed or not, whether they care or not, but of course I've been doing pre-record videos like this. I post my match reaction from Saturday's game against West Ham. Go and check it out on the channel. There will be a preview on the channel tomorrow some point. Manchester United, and there will be a match reaction. This time I'll be on time straight after the game on Wednesday. So a couple of videos coming out on the channel this week. And never say never. They could potentially, I might come back to live streams, but at the moment, I'm not sure at the moment. But yeah, just subscribe to the channel on the road to 8,100 subscribers, man.
Yes, guys, I'm on the road to 2K subscribers. We'll take on Jonah the Champions League. So yeah, for that. And big up everybody, and we're out. Peace.